Alright, welcome back to another quick video. Today we're going to do sales tax. This is something everybody should know how to calculate, and the best way to go about showing this is a quick example. Alright, here is our example problem for sales tax. Something very typical. So we have a video game that costs $49.99 and has sales tax of 6%, which is our sales tax in Michigan. How much will the game cost? So first we have to figure out what 6% as a decimal is. So that is a pretty easy conversion. All you're doing is moving the decimal place 2 spots to the left, and I'll show you that. If I have it 6%, if I put my decimal here, I just need to move it 2 spots to the left. What I usually like to do is just throw a couple zeros in there. So here's my decimal, 1, 2. So 6% as a decimal is 0.06. Now we take that number and we multiply it by the cost of the item. Now this will give you just the sales tax. There's a little trick that you can use to get the full amount, but I'll show you the slower way first. Alright, so let's go over the slower method. The slower method to get the total cost would be to find the tax, what 6% sales tax would be of $49.99, then add that back. So this is just calculating the sales tax itself. It's not calculating the total cost of the item. So let's go ahead and do that. It's good practice for some multiplication that most of us probably have forgotten how to do. So I'm going to take my $49.99. I'm going to multiply that by my 0.06. And let me switch colors. So if we do 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times 9 again is 54 again, plus 9 is 59. 6 times 9, I shouldn't say 6 times 4, 6 times 9 is 54, plus 5 is 59. And then 6 times 4 is 24, 24 plus 5 is 29. When we do multiplication with decimals, you just count how many they are to the right of the decimal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you move them to the left 4. So there's 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will give us a sales tax of approximately $3, $2.99. So I would round that up to $3. So find the total price of the item. You just take your sales tax and you add it into the original cost of the game. So if we have $49.99, and I'm just adding $3 to it. So the game is going to cost $52.99. That's the total cost. Now let's go back and I'm going to show you a simpler trick. They'll save you one step. Alright, let's try the easier step. Now one of the steps, after we found the sales tax, we added that back. There's a shortcut we can use just to find the sales tax itself and add it back to the original item right away. And how we do that is we just put a 1 in front of our sales tax. For instance, we said that our sales tax was 6%. We moved the decimal over 2 spots, so we got 0.06. If I throw a 1 in front of that, that 1 will multiply that by original amount, and then they'll just add this. So that's the shortcut. So you only have to do one step. So if I have $49.99 and I multiply that by 1.06, alright, if I take that $49 $1.99, and I multiply that 1.06 in my calculator, I would get $52.99, just like our previous value. And that throwing that little 1 in front is that little shortcut that includes this value and the tax, saves you one step. A lot of these problems you got to make sure you figure out what the question is asking. Sometimes they're asking what's the tax, or sometimes they're asking what the total cost. So obviously common math sense, if they're asking for this, the tax, it's going to be obviously less than the item itself. So if you get something outrageous like $60, $70, that means you calculated the tax wrong. Inversely, if you get $3 for an answer and it cost $49.99 and they're asking for the total cost, obviously you did something wrong. So make sure you pay close attention to what specifically question they are asking. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you guys later.